Hello everyone, in this section we will introduce system management. When multiple users need to use the Find Data Link platform, our administrator needs to create multiple users and assign specified permissions to these users to facilitate the use of the system. The first is user management, where administrators can manually add single users and fill in user information, as well as delete, disable, or edit users. After creating a user, the administrator can add it to the PC user and data development user. When user restriction is enabled, only selected users can log into the platform, and the rest of ordinary users can't log into the platform. For data development user, only they can use data pipeline, data development, data service, O&M center and other functions, and other PC users can't use these functions. Therefore, after creating a user, we need to configure some permissions. The first common permission is data connection permission. The super administrator or sub-administrator needs to assign the permissions to use, manage, and authorize data connections to other users. Of course, the sub-administrator also needs to be assigned permissions by the super administrator. Another common permission is data platform use permission. For example, if we want to assign use permission on data development, data pipeline, and data service to other users, this is the data platform permission assignment. We'll use an example to help you understand how to assign permissions. In Find Data Link, the super administrator, that is, the first administrator account set during initialization, creates a user called May, who can log into Find Data Link and have the permission to use specified data connection, scheduled task, pipeline task, and specified folders for data service, and can create tasks independently. First of all, we log into Find Data Link as a super administrator. Then we select System Management, User Management. Let's start by adding users. Here we can choose to add user manually or import user in batches using the server dataset. Click Add User and we'll manually add a user called May. We fill in her username and name as May and set the specified password. Since mobile phone and email are not required, we will ignore them for now. Let's briefly fill in the department posit and role of May. Department and role are set to facilitate managers to assign permissions in batches based on departments or roles. After clicking OK, we can search for the user May here. The page shows that the user May already exists. Then we click on Platform User. In the user category, we have introduced the PC user and data development user in FDL user. If user restriction is close, all users will be able to log into the system on the PC by default. If user restriction is enabled, then we need to add the user May to our PC user. We search for the user May, add her to the PC user, and click Complete. Then we click on FDL user to data development user. The page displays unlimited number of users, which means that all PC users can use data development. If we click Edit User, enable user restriction. In this case, we need to add the specified user May so that she can use the data development. This is done by closing user restriction, which means that all PC users can use these features by default. After creating and adding user, we can configure the permissions. Select Permission Management and in the Global Settings section on the right, enable the Data Connect control. Then we can see a data connection option on the right page. Click User's Final Permission and search for the user May. Here we can search the data connection called FDL Demo Test and enable its use permission. Through these operations, we have enabled May to use the Demo Test data connection. However, at this time, May can't use the functions of data pipeline, data service, and O&M center. Therefore, we need to enable hierarchical authorization in the global setting and check the permission setting for the scheduled task, pipeline task, and data service. Once completed, we can see that the administrator is able to assign some relevant permissions to the user. Click User's Final Permission and select the user May. First of all, enable the permission of data development, data pipeline, data service, and data management one by one. Select Scheduled Task. We enable the permission of a specified folder of the scheduled task. For example, let's enable the permission of the Kyra folder, which means that May can use and edit tasks under the Kyra folder of data development. In addition, for pipeline task, we enable the use permission of Kyra folder, that is, May can also edit and add tasks under the specified folder of the data pipeline. The same is true for the Data Service API. For example, here I will enable the permission of the Kyra folder. The same is true for Data Service app, where we enable the grade permission. After completing the above operations, we can log into the platform with Maze account to see if the above permissions are enabled. We enter the username and password on the login page. After logging in, click Data Pipeline. We can see that the user has edit permission to the Kyra folder. In this folder, you can create a new task or edit an existing task. Then we create a new pipeline task. We can see that the user has permission to the data connection that we just configured. We can select this data connection for the configuration of the task. Similarly, for data development, the user also has the edit permission for the tasks in the Kyra folder. We can also create a new scheduled task below and then edit the task. Similarly, the user also has the right to use the data connection that we have assigned. Regarding the data service, the user also has permission to edit the Kyra folder. In addition, in the app list, the user may also has the edit permission of the grade application. For O&M Center, after we enable the permission to use and manage these folders, the scheduled task, pipeline task, and data service in the O&M Center will also show that the user has the permission to view the tasks or applications in these folders. For example, if you click Task Management, the page displays the task running status in the Kyra folder. The same is true for Pipeline Task, as is API Management and Call Record. That's all about system management.